Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm gonna be teaching you how to add an actual shirt to your gorilla shirt since last video I only showed you how to put in the model. So this video is gonna be like very boring and it's gonna be a while, but if you wanna know how to do it, just make sure to watch. If I mess up, I'm sorry, I'm just tired. It's 12 a.m. right now, so. But yeah, let's get into it. If you have any problems, like I said, message me on Discord with the Discord link linked in the bio, and I'll answer them. So yeah. So what you're going to do, like I said, this is a little complicated, but if you know what you're doing, it's really not. You're gonna first, I like starting with the lower sections instead of going straight into the bigger sections since there's more right here. So you're going to find your lower arm, you're just going to click on this and do lower. And another thing I like doing is waiting till the end to do the textures because I just feel like it looks better. So yeah. So you're going to find your little lower arm. When you slide that out and you put it in here, it's going to be right here at the bottom. You're going to want to go over here. And the easiest way to do this is just click on your gorilla player. So you're going to click and it's going to say gorilla. And normally this would be closed. You're going to click on rig, body. You're going to open the shoulder L, shoulder R, upper arm on both, forearm on both, and then leave here. Nothing has to do with hands unless you're adding a custom hand, which normally you don't want to do that. Normally it's just sweaters like the one over here. So you have your lower arm, so you're going to drag this up here. Give it a minute. I think I passed it. Yeah, I passed it. It is right here. Yeah, that's right. So you're going to put lower arm. Like I said, you have to make sure you're doing the right shoulder. This is LL lower arm, as you can see right here. You're going to put this right here. And I would rename it to be basic sweater or whatever you're calling it, just so you can organize it. So what you're going to do now is make sure these stick is 100, since when you put these in there, it's going to change the size. You're going to take your rotations. You just want to copy everything that's on this arm or this arm right here and do that. And when you're making new shirts, you can just retexture these like this to change the colors. You can take like this color right here, for example, and you can just change the color like this. And you can add turtlenecks by just shifting it up a little more. So you can take like this right here and shift it up a tiny bit more, and that'll make you a turtleneck just to make you a little cozy, just like that. So, yeah. But we're just doing our basic one today because that's the one I showed you guys in the tutorial. So, yeah. You're just going to copy this arm right here. So, once you have this right here, you're going to take your rotation from the x-axis. I like starting with rotation since it just shows you exactly where you're going, and then everything just snaps into place. You're going to take your y-axis, put the y-axis down, your z-axis, and put the z-axis down on here. And then you're going to go back and take your positions. You want to start with the x-axis. I just like going in order. So yeah, there's your x-axis, your y-axis. You can see it's starting to shift over there. And finally your z-axis, and now it's actually on the body. So now you're going to look up R, lower, and then you're going to go ahead and drag this over up into your forearm for the right one. So you can put it right under here. Like I said, rename it to basic sweater, and then set the scale to be 100, 100, 100. And you're just do the exact same process. So you go XYZ position, XYZ rotation, or you can swap it around. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't harm or affect anything. I just like doing it, me personally, but yeah. So yeah, you're going to take your -60 now and place -60. You're going to take your -34 and do -34, and then you're going to do your position now, since I started with rotation. So you want to do your X, Y, and then like I said, Z. So there's our X, there's our Y, there's our Z. So it should just snap right into place just like that. Now there's a different part. You've done the lower, and then you have to do the right or L upper. So now you have your upper parts. Now these are a little different because instead of doing these under the hand like this, you're gonna drag this out and put it down here and put it out one. So you're gonna put it under the forearm like this. Oh, sorry, like this right here. Because if it's on the forearm and under the Y, it won't work. So you're gonna have to keep it under the forearm. It doesn't really matter if you put it down here. I like putting it down here so it doesn't interfere with this, but you can do whatever you want. Like I said, you're gonna rename it to basic sweater, and you're gonna set the scale to be 100 to 100 to 100. And then you just wanna keep on doing the same thing. See, look, this is shoulder right. You wanna make sure that this is shoulder left. So you're gonna put this out to the side right here. And it's going to change your x-axis or your y-axis or your z-axis. So you're just going to change that back. It's no biggie. Just make sure that you have that under the right arm or else nothing will work. So yeah, you just do the exact same process once you put it there. So you're going to do your x, y, z, and then your positions. Position. 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 Now, I messed up somewhere, probably on the rotation. So let's see. We have 107, 72. Oh, I see what I did. There we go. I accidentally put it ahead of the forearm, so that's my fault. So yeah. Now, yeah, there we go. So yeah, just do the same thing. See, it's very easy to make mistakes. That's why I said you just have to pay attention. It's really just about watching and just making sure you do everything correct, or you're just gonna mess everything up. It's very easy to mess up, so. And if you don't have them in the right positions when you actually play the game and you test them, they're not gonna be on right. See, there you go. Now you have it like that. So now you can do your right upper arm. Like I said, you just do the exact same thing. Now I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did last time, so I'm gonna name it to basic sweater. And then drag it back up and put it right under the cosmetics upper arm. So yeah, and then I'm gonna scale it to 100, 100, 100, and I'm gonna take my rotations. So 72, 107, or negative 107 and 59. Also sorry for like the coughing, I'm just sick, so. Then you're taking positions, so 22, 28, and 23, 28, 23, and there's your upper arms. Now, some of this might be messed up. So what you can do to fix this, it's mostly with the upper arms. So what you can do is you can just make these a tiny bit bigger. Not too much, but about like, it's not that big. It's not like that noticeable. It's just really if you like looking really cool. But if you make it just a tiny bit bigger, so like 105 on the scales. So like 105. It gets rid of that. And then with this one, it doesn't need that much either. So just like that much. And then you don't have any spots. That's just if you're like really big on the spots. Of course, I'm not. Doesn't really affect me that much, but I know for a bunch of you it will. So that's how you fix that. So now we can move on to the shirt. So with the shirt, it's going to be your body object. So you're just going to lay down that body object like this. And with the body object, it's where it starts to get weird. So you want your base shirt inside of the body object. So you want to drag both of these out. And the base shirt needs to be in the exact same spot with this. So you'll put those on the inside when you actually get there. So with your body object, it's going to go right under your chest. So you're going to look for your chest area. So it's going to be right under head. So it's going to be kind of connected. So what you're going to do is just drag that and slap it right under head, just like that. Nothing too bad. And then you're just going to take the exact same scales as I showed you earlier. So you're going to scale these to exact, or else it's not going to work. You're going to want to do, where are we at? Here we are. This. I did position. Whoops. Scale. You can see where it's starting to get a little big now. So start that 105 and then 100. So 105 and 100. You can see, like I said, these are not going to be aligned whatsoever, but that's a pretty easy fix. But we're going to do that once we actually get them on the body so it doesn't mess with it. So, yeah. We're going to rotate it to be 87 on the first rotation. Just like this. Where'd the other shirt go? It's right there. Then it's going to be 0, 0, 0 positions. It's going to be 30. Oh. Oh my lord. I did the wrong shirt. Yeah. Let me set these back down to 0, 0, 0. I've been doing the wrong shirt. No, rotation, that needs to be 0, 0. Like that. And then it is 0.14. I think I did 0.14. Yeah, so that's the only thing. And then with your base shirt, this is going to be a little different. So the base shirt is going to be the red. So that's going to be 1.5. So 0.5, 5.73. And then the rotation will be, or the scales will scale down. So the scale, like I said, is going to be, hold on, for 94, and then 95, 74. Alright, now you can start texturing. So you just drag these textures on like this. And then you just finally get the body one. So your body's right here. And there you go. So now you have this. You can see, actually looks like a shirt now. So now you can do your equipped, your wear. So you're just gonna click on your wear button. You're gonna do banana OS. Now you're gonna do banana OS menu button 1. You're gonna do objects to toggle, and you're gonna have to do a few. So you're gonna need 5, I believe. Yeah, 5. So you're gonna have to do all of these. So L lower arm, L upper arm, body objects, right lower arm, and right upper arm. And there you go. Now you're gonna want to choose your button texture. So this is just gonna be button, your objects, unpressed material. You're gonna do this. For pressed material, you just do your pressed material. I'm just gonna use the normal gorillatag material. So this button renderer, you don't have to do all this, but I recommend doing it. I just think it makes it look a little better. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. So now you can go ahead and go in game. So I'm just gonna go ahead and disable all of it so it looks like I haven't used it. So yeah, and then I'm gonna do assets and press play. So I don't know why my game refreshed. Alright. So scene, press where, and then test press. Oh, texture's broken on here, hold on. No, it just took the texture off. Okay. I think it's just a bug with my side, but normally it would look like this. I mean, it works. It's just a bug with my side. But yeah, it would look like that. And then you just press where again. So when you're in game, you just press where again, and it turns it off. I said, I don't know what's wrong with mine, but yeah, look, it's not saving the textures. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Just gotta put the materials in here. So yeah, that's what it's doing. It's just cutting off the materials. Just like that. I can't tell you. I think it's honestly just a bug with my game because I haven't restarted my Unity projects in a while. But yeah, it works. It's just my side's bugged. But yeah. Well, there you have it. For like I said, for any custom shirts, you just have to do that. So like my friend, I gotta get a better texture. So we just have a layout texture right now. My friend, like they sent us these. So yeah. I'm just using, like I said, the lower arm, and then the element's just some random element. That's it. If this doesn't work, just copy and paste the texture and create a new texture with that. So I think there's multiple. I'm pretty sure I put multiple inside the package. So with this, you can do gorilla shirts. And yeah, like right here. Of course, you just need to darken it. So you can just darken it through here. You'll have to copy and paste the texture. So yeah, that's pretty much all you have to do. Once again, if you have any questions or issues, just message me on Discord and I'll answer them. Of course, for this to actually work, you have to do gorilla interactable, and then you just change it to children. So then we can go back into the game. And then when I go back up to the stand, let me do this. Get to your right hand controller, and I don't know if I'll be able to angle this. Yeah, I can't angle it. Hold on. I said it works, I just can't angle it, and my texture's broken on here, but yeah, it should work after that. Everything else should be fine, so. And with the stands, all you have to do, so if you want it to not be like, you can just click on it and crap, you're gonna want to just take this model itself and add your mesh colliders. So you just do mesh collider, cube. You have my project's too big for this. And you're gonna do gorilla objects. And then for the cylinder, you're also gonna do mesh collider, gorilla objects. And then with this, you can animate it to do anything you want, really. So you can make it go like down and down, but you have to animate yourself, because I didn't do it with mine, so it doesn't come with it. But now when you go in game, you can do all that. And then with this, you can change the name by clicking on this and scrolling. You got your page version text, so it would be description: a very nice sweater to keep you warm. You would drag it over here and lay that down. And then the author, you would just put whoever you want the author to be. And with the name, so the name up there, that's just the main text. You can also drag this down here. That's totally up to you. So yeah, that's pretty much all you have to do to edit Gorilla Shirts V2. Like I said, I'm sorry for not having any energy. It's 12 a.m., almost about to be 1. So I'm just completely exhausted, and I had a long day today. But yeah, that's how you do it. So join the Discord at the bio, and I'll see you guys next time.